In this video, we're going to take a look at how to solve for x when, or basically any variable when the equation looks a little different. And we're going to use some of the factoring that we've learned previously to solve for this, okay? So take a look at this example. So let's say you have 4t plus 3 times t minus 1 is equal to 0. So to solve this one, we're obviously solving for t out here, but to solve this one, we need to keep a few things in mind. And the thing out here is, if you take any number, okay, let's call the number a. If you take any number and you multiply it with 0, you get 0, right? But then if I have two numbers, let's say a times b, and the product of that is 0, the problem is that I don't know which one of these numbers is 0, because I know that one of them has got to be 0. That's how we get 0, but I don't know which one is 0, right? So therefore, I have to assume that either A is equal to 0 or B is equal to 0. Okay, so this is what the property that we're going to use in this solving equations of this type, because we basically have two numbers, or rather two expressions, this one and this one. They're multiplied together and they're equal to 0. We don't know which one is 0 though. So we have to assume both scenarios, okay? So to solve this one, you separate them. So you write 4t plus 3 is equal to 0, or t minus 1 is equal to 0. And then you solve each one for t. So if I solve the first one for t, I get 4t is equal to negative 3, and then I divide both sides by 4, I get t is equal to negative 3 over 4. All right? And if I solve the second one, I just pull the 1 over to the right-hand side, I get t is equal to 1. So therefore, there are two solutions out here, okay? So what we say in this case is the solution set comprises of negative 3 over 4. You write the smaller number first, separated by a comma, and then write the larger number, okay? And close the brace. You always have to use these braces, okay? Do not use parentheses or square brackets. That means something else. So out here, that's your solution set, okay? Okay, let's take a look at another one. Say you're given x times 2x minus 5 is equal to 0. Go ahead, try to do this one yourself, and then I'll so pause the video, and then we'll unpause and look at the solution. All right, so out here again, we're going to separate it because two numbers, you multiply them together, you get the 0, right? So let's write x is equal to 0, or 2x minus 5 is equal to 0. So we don't have to do anything to this one because we already have x is equal to 0. For the second option, we just solve for x. So 2x is equal to 5, or x is equal to 5 over 2. Therefore, the solution set is 0, comma 5 over 2, and we're done. All right, look at the third option, the third type of problem. So you have z squared plus 4z plus 3 is equal to 0. Now, we actually are given a trinomial on one side, and that's equal to 0. So before you can even start separating anything, you have to factor this trinomial, okay? So that's your first step. So let's go ahead and factor it. So you take the 3, multiply it to the 1, you get 3, right? Factors of 3 that could make 4 is 3 and 1. So 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. So I'm going to replace the 4z with 3z plus z plus 3 is equal to 0. Group them, z squared plus 3z. Second group, z plus 3. Okay, now I'm going to pull factors out. So pull the z out, so that leaves you with z plus 3. And then for the second one, there's nothing common, so we pull 1 out. Gives us z plus 3. So then what do I have left? I have z plus 3 is the same, so that means we're on the right track. Oops, sorry. So write z plus 3 times z plus 1 is equal to 0. Now, at this point in time, we have two terms, the product of which is equal to 0, so we're going to separate them. So z plus 3 is equal to 0, or z plus 1 is equal to 0. This one solves as z is equal to -3, and the second one is z is equal to -1. The solution set is going to be -3, -1. And there you have it. Thank you for watching.